So today we have the Dark Knight, Batman, taking on the First Avenger, Captain America. Who wins? Let's find out. So, yeah, this is the third time that I've done this fight, and that's just because I'm still not sure who would win. So, let's just get right into it. As a super soldier, Steve is physically superior to Batman across the board. He just is. The super soldier serum makes him superior here. He's casually thrown his shield through tanks, carried a telephone pole, and bent and snapped and warped metal. He's cut robots in half, or ripped them in half, punched a dude's head 180 degrees, routinely sent people flying, even with enough force to dent cars and buses, and he's even knocked out Rhino with a kick. This was an enraged Rhino who was charging at him. Captain America knocked him out with a simple kick. He's kept on fighting after massive falls, being shot and or stabbed, even multiple times, and was hardly even phased after concrete broke over his back. He didn't receive any broken bones after a building collapsed on him. Electric attacks and explosions relatively don't harm him. He's even taken hits and attacks from Iron Man, Namor, Hulk, and even Thanos, and remained conscious through all of it. And he's casually dodged and or blocked whole barrages of bullets, even bullets coming from multiple angles, or even at close to point blank range. He can dodge bullets so easily because he can actually see the bullets coming after they were fired. But although Bruce isn't a super soldier, he is the closest a human can get to being superhuman. He bench presses 1,000 pounds and pushes 2 tons with his legs just as a workout. He easily snapped a gun in half with just his grip, broken bones and metal restraints, and sent people flying and one-shotted them as well. He's held a crocodile's mouth open, kicked open an airplane door while it was flying, and he's physically fought and beaten superhumans like Deathstroke, Bane, and Killer Croc. His suit is completely bullet and fireproof and tear resistant. He's endured brutal beatings from Bane, being shot, massive falls, and a house busting explosions. He survived being stabbed in the neck and lungs in one fight, and he's even withstood punches from Superman and Wonder Woman. And he too has consistently dodged bullets, even flipped through machine gun fire on a routine basis, and blitzed whole groups of armed men before one of them could get a shot off. He can't see bullets coming, but dodging bullets is second nature to him. Cap is still physically better across the board, like I said, but not by much. Like, really, not by much at all. And now, skill. Well, the gap between their skill level is about the same as the gap between their physicality, except Batman is taking this edge. Like, Steve is easily top 5 best fighters in Marvel, rivaling Black Panther, Wolverine, and Iron Fist. He's so skilled that he knows his enemies' weaknesses after only fighting them one time. He's beaten 3 Atlantean assassins at once: Batroc, Lady Deathstrike, U.S. Agent, Crossbones, Winter Soldier, Red Skull, Deadpool, Gambit, Moon Knight, Fury, Zemo, and Daredevil. And the list just keeps going on and on and on. He has matched or bested Black Panther and Wolverine, and has even matched Shang-Chi in a sparring match. But Bruce is one of DC's very best as well. He's a master of 127 martial arts styles, and his main style of fighting is a combination of like 40 of them. He often switches up between styles to remain unpredictable. He's claimed to know 400 ways to take someone down without killing them, and he's superb with nerve strikes as well. He's beaten every member of the Bat family: Bane, Joker, Deathstroke, Race, and Talia al Ghul. He's matched or bested Lady Shiva, who himself claimed was the best fighter and assassin in the world. And he's even held his own with Karate Kid, who's from the future and has mastered fighting styles and techniques that hasn't even been invented yet, and is ranked as a class 15 fighter, while Batman is only a class 12 fighter. Steve's good. He's really, really good. but he's just not quite that good. But that's okay, because Cap has his vibranium shield. Not only is it virtually indestructible, but it's been described as the best defensive and offensive weapon, because it really kinda is. He's a master of ricocheting it off any surface to take out one or multiple enemies out at one time, and it almost always seems to come back to him. He also perfectly incorporates his shield into his fighting style. Batman has never really fought against a fighting style or weapon like that, but he's an excellent tactician and will eventually adapt to it. Also, Batman carries a wide array of gadgets on him at all times. And for this fight, he'll have his typical gadgets that he carries, like his batarangs, his bat claw, the grapple hook, smoke pellets, and flashbangs. Uh, Even his cape can be used as a weapon to stun or even restrain foes. But all those things aren't anything Cap hasn't faced before. But at the same time, I don't think he's ever dealt with all of them in one fight or fought anyone who's as skilled at using them as Batman is. And finally, both are incredible strategists and tacticians. So, who wins? Well, Cap will be able to physically push himself harder and farther and endure more punishment, throw Batman off with his unique fighting style, and block everything Bruce throws at him with his shield. Bruce will be able to physically hang in there for a long time, adapt to Steve's fighting style, eventually outdo Cap in terms of raw skill, and keep Cap on his toes with his gadgets. And although Batman doesn't kill, he'll quickly realize that Captain America is similar to Deathstroke and start going all out to beat him. His biggest problem is going to be that shield. He has to separate it from Steve to actually really hurt him. But this is where his gadgets come into play, specifically the Bat Claw. If Steve isn't paying attention or is like momentarily disoriented or something, Batman can use this and just yoink the shield out of his hands. But even if Steve isn't paying attention, which he probably would be, he's skilled enough to hang in there until he can get it back. And sometimes he even has a magnet on his wrist to make his shield come back to him. In my opinion, this fight is the fantasy fight between Marvel and DC. Forget Thor versus Wonder Woman. Forget Superman versus Hulk. Captain America versus Batman is it. They're just so evenly matched. It literally has to come down to my opinion because they're so freaking close. It could literally go either way. Either one could win the majority. Either one could win. It doesn't. Either one of them. But in my opinion, Captain America is just barely coming out on top. If Batman had some prep, yeah, he would definitely win. But in a straight up fight like this one, I have to side with Captain America. He can just physically push himself farther and physically endure more. Batman definitely gets his fair share of wins though, and Captain America just I'm talking just slightly. These two fought 1,000 times. Captain America is barely winning 501 of those times. Just barely. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you think and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and all the great stuff. I hope you have a great day. Peace.